Good evening, everyone, and welcome back again to continue market analysis from elitesignals.com. In the morning session, we have shown you some important majors, currencies, and the crude oil, US oil. And now we will continue charting some of the important markets, including your Turkish lira, gold, and silver, usdcad. We will kickstart with the Turkish lira. Turkish lira is correcting to the downside, and I think we will start from this level and trying to show what is happening. We have the first impulse to the downside. Then we have a correction in the form of ABC to the upside. Then the price is moving correctively to the downside. At this level, we have reached very dangerous level right now at this point, since we might see a reversal from this area, and as in the past reversals, it was where it was very strong, aggressive, and fast. So we are expecting the same movement at this level. What makes me expect this scenario? I will explain this piece, because this piece is very important. We can count this piece as this is the first link to the downside. The first link to the downside. It's composed of ABC. We might count W. This is X. And we ABC to the downside, which is Y. If we draw the channeling, if we draw the channeling between these two legs, the last two legs, for the Y, as you see, we are very close to the bottom. We are very close to the bottom. So after touching this bottom, if we see a bounce from this area, we expect discount WXY, and it is very risky for shorts. It is very risky for shorts, so we might expect a strong behavior as in the past for the Turkish lira. We have another count. I will show you that. This is the first scenario. The second scenario, the whole movement as follows. This is A, this is B, and this is C. If we draw a channel, the same case as previous count, we expect the price to go lower. And if we use Fibonacci ratio to draw our reversal area will be far away at this zone. So this is the reversal zone for the Turkish lira. This is the second count. This is the whole movement is as follows. This is A, this is B, and this is C. So we still have a zone for downward trend, but I don't expect this scenario to happen, because the price, as you know, WFC is usually moving in a fast way and taking less time, but it is choppy and slow movement to the downside. So I will keep the red box, remove the channel, and draw the previous channel with the price. So this area I will draw the red box for this piece. Use the same thing, use Fibonacci ratio to determine the red box for this area, which is right there. You can use it on your platform to draw these two red boxes where we expect reversal of the price. How can we trade this market if the price started to impulsing from the first red box? We expect the first count to be the correct one, and we join the buyer at least to this level. So this is our level, at least to this level. You see the price bounce to this area to complete the big A, B, C. At least I said, because since the price might continue to the upward direction, but if the price has broken this area and started to move and continue to move slowly in the past maneuver, we can go to the second red box, and where we can see a bounce right there. So the current price, we should be very careful, because we have entered the dangerous zone for this, the first count. But if we because we expect a reaction for the price at this area, we expect a price action to change at this area, which is very soon. But if nothing happened and the price continued to move to the downside in a choppy and weak continuation movement, we expect to reach the second box. I will keep it simple for you. I will keep it simple for you. We might draw the trend line for this piece. So we might use the trend line of the MT4. Okay, we might draw the trend line for this piece. This is the most important trend line that if broken to the upside, we might see the movement accelerating very fast in the opposite direction. So at the current price, be very careful from fast reactions for the Turkish lira. As told you before. Okay, let's move into to the CAD. As we see from the CAD is acting in very beautiful way in this moments, showing well-known patterns. As you see, this is first pattern, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which is the first impulse to the downside. Then we see an running flat for the price. This is A, this is B, and this is C. And we have get out of this running flat of the wave C of the running flat, and the price started to move to the downside. So we expecting the price to move to the downside in the few sessions. Let's go to lower time frames. and see what do we have from entry points. Okay, we have broken this important trend line. We have the first entry point as indicated at this area as regular flat, and the price started to move to the downside. And after each entry point, I mean by entry points, the corrections, either zigzags, flats, triangles. I will show you some right there. For example, this is a regular flat. This is a zigzag right there. As well, we have CWXY right there. This is a triangle. So after each correction, the direction of the USD-CAD is to the downside. So after each correction, we might go short. Let's move to gold. Gold has moved in a tricky way in the last few weeks. We were expecting the gold to go to the downside from that area, but it did not. We were wrong. As simple as that. We will start our new count from this area. As we see, gold has the first impulse to the upside. Then gold moved in a very tricky way, making this shape. I will use A, B, C in the form of WXY. This is A, B, C. This is B. This is not an impulse. This is not an impulse. This is a correction. So we could not consider this as an impulse. So we could not count the whole structure as ABC. This is not ABC because this is an impulse. This is not an impulse. This is corrective ABC. So we are anticipating the price to go down to the 1182 area. Then from this area, we are anticipating the price to move to 1250. So our next leg should be to the downside. We can enter short from the current price because it will not go far away to the upside. We can get out of our profits around 1180. So this is not, I repeat, this is not an impulse to the upside. This is an ABC. So we should have some sideway vibrating or volatility to the downside before the big move to 1250. That's all about gold. Let's move to silver. Silver also making a very clear corrective pattern. This is the first impulse to the upside. Then we are in a corrective ABC to the downside. So we can short silver from the current price downward to 14 area. Downward to 14 area. The same movement as gold. And once we reach this area, we can see a bigger leg to the upside. Thank you all. That's all about my watch list markets, and if any other opportunities, will conduct you in time.